Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm so happy to be here again. Alhamdulillah, guys. Alhamdulillah. With your du'as, Allah brought me on this spot again, and I'm so happy about it. Alhamdulillah. You can see on my face now. Anyway, guys, today I'm going to briefly talk about the Prophet Saalih alayhi salam, and hope you guys can take something from it. And let's carry on, inshallah. After the people of Ad came the people of Thamud. Their land was beautiful with gardens, rivers, springs, just like the people of Ad. The people of Thamud were also wealthy and rich with crops. They were intelligent, skillful, very political. They carved houses in the mountains and were able to make beautiful, colorful places to live in. However, despite all of this, they were ungrateful to Allah, and like the people of Ad before them, they would worship idols which they made with their own hands and out of stone. They would also say, "Who is stronger than us?" That's a big statement. Who is stronger than us? A lot of pride in that. In that statement, there's a lot of pride, and you know how Allah dislikes pride. Yeah, so who is stronger than us? They thought they would escape death in their houses, in their mountains, but they were so wrong again, like the people of Thamud. Allah wanted them to change their ways and sent Prophet Saalih alayhi salam to guide them towards the truth. Saalih alayhi salam was an intelligent man who was from among the people of Thamud. People would look up to him and had a lot of hope in him that one day he would become one of their noblest and wealthiest. They thought he would have a great castle and a beautiful garden. But Saalih alayhi salam was to become a prophet who would teach people the message of Allah. He stood before his people and said, "O my people, worship Allah. You have no God but Him." The rich people were busy eating and drinking, playing and amusing themselves. They did not like Saalih's call and didn't believe in him as a prophet. The poor and the weak began to accept the message of Saalih alayhi salam. Upon this, the wealthy began saying bad things about Saalih alayhi salam. They rejected him and refused to believe in him. They said, "O Saalih, we had great hopes in you before this." Saalih kept on giving advice to his people and calling them to Allah with kindness. He reminded them of the people before them and how they were punished because they refused to believe in Allah. Even they were rich and wealthy, but their wealth and palaces couldn't save them from the punishment of Allah. Okay. The people then asked Saalih alayhi salam to show them a sign if he were a true prophet. He asked them, "What sign do you want to see?" He knew inside him that he had a great connection with Allah, and whatever he wanted from Allah, Allah will give to him. So they pointed towards the mountain and said, if you are speaking the truth, then bring a she-camel from the mountains." Which is impossible. Who can do that? Like, from nowhere, something comes out from nowhere. And a she camel, at that time, camels were a commodity, if you want to say. And obviously, the people wanted something like that. So they asked for a she camel coming out of the mountain. Allah miraculously made the she camel come out of the mountains. Even then, only one of them believed. Only one believed. Saalih alayhi salam then told them that this was a special camel and shouldn't be harmed. It would be allowed to drink freely. The camel was very large and unusual. The other camels were afraid of it. When it would come to drink, the other camels would run away. Because of this, the people agreed that the miraculous camel would drink on one day and the other camels will drink the following day. So it carries on alternatively. The people didn't like that this camel was causing problem for their camels and made a plan to kill it. When Saalih alayhi salam learned that they had killed the camel, he became very upset and told them that the punishment of Allah would follow. He told them to enjoy themselves for 3 days, after which the punishment would come. On the third day, there was a loud sound along with an earthquake. All the disbelieving people were killed as a result of the punishment, and the city was destroyed. Saalih alayhi salam and the believers left the city as it lay in ruins. From this we learn that those who are arrogant and abandon the message of the prophets will not achieve the mercy of Allah in any way. Jazakallah for listening to me once again, and please make dua that Allah makes me sit down here again and I can narrate another brief story about the prophets, and it'll be amazing for me inshallah. And Jazakallah khair once again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.